Today's video, we're going to find a product, we're gonna launch it, and we're gonna scale it to $1,000 per day. And to make this video a little hard, we're gonna find a saturated product, and you guys are gonna see the behind the scenes on how a real 7-figure dropshipper launches their store. If you're new here, I'm Yen Gub. I spent $3.5 million on Facebook ads this year. This is order metrics and it's pulling the data directly out of my ad accounts. I think it's rare that you guys see any dropshipper spend this amount of money in a single year. So this is going to be an interesting video, so stick around guys, and make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys learned something. Let's just get right into the computer. So I'm gonna give you guys my criteria for finding a winning product, and then I'm gonna go find a winning product live in front of your guys' eyes. So like I mentioned in a lot of my videos, I'm looking for products that have a market demand. If there's a lot of competitors, that means it's selling. The marketing angle doesn't have to be a huge one. It can literally just be a 10% difference in the angle. Take a look at Pepsi, take a look at Coca-Cola, and take a look at all the mascara brands. There's thousands of mascara brands. They're pretty much all the same thing, just very little differences. Number two, I'm looking for a product with a decent margin, just so I have room for scaling. If you have a product you know is proven to sell and a good margin, it's really easy from there to just launch on Facebook and just figure out what the cost per purchase is. It's a proven product, you're gonna get sales no matter what. You just have to spend money and just mine for the data. So those are the two main criteria I'm looking for. When you have the understanding of how to create a high converting creative, you know how to build your product page, you know how to write copy, those two main factors about a winning product will literally set you up for success. Let's go find a winning product now. All right guys, so we found a winning product. If you guys watch my product research videos, you guys know that I love using Seller Pulse. So that's the tool I use. This time, instead of high ticket, we found a more low ticket product. It's pretty much the same settings that you guys see in the previous videos, but I'm just adding a cap as $10. And then I'm putting the last 3 days as 300 in sales, just so I'm finding something really hot. We found this pet cat litter mat. So then this is a pretty saturated product and it has a really good market demand. So to figure that out, it's really simple. We can literally just head over to Amazon and we see a lot of listings, 10,000 reviews there, 2,000 there, 7,000 there. Really big demand, multiple brands too. So I know we can really tap into this really easily. So now let's build the product page. Alright guys, first thing we want to do is find the listing on AliExpress so we know what the price of the product. A quick search on AliExpress, just searching up cat litter mat. I'm just going to go with the one with the most sold, and then I'm going to go with one of the biggest sizes, and shipping from China, e-packet. So it's absolutely fine to ship from China when you're starting out. Don't worry about the shipping times yet. We just need a proof of concept and then to generate the cash flow, and then we'll bulk order. United States fulfillment or just bulk ordering is something you guys want to work towards, just because it's more sustainable, you're going to become more profitable, and you just have more control over everything. With these AliExpress suppliers, you don't know if they're middlemen or not. Some of these guys are just waiting for dropshippers to hit their MOQ before they place the order to the supplier. So that's why it's taking 30 days. When in reality, if they already had stock, it will only be taking 6 to 8 business days to ship your product out and deliver it. If you guys are fine to use AliExpress, just make sure you guys are aware of that. And then you guys switch to bulk fulfillment, ultimately United States fulfillment. Depending on the weight of your product, the sizes and everything, most of the time you're going to be more profitable. The conversion rate's going to go up, the cost of shipping is going to go down, shipping times are faster. Even if it is slightly more expensive, the trade-off is absolutely worth it. We're going to price our product 3 times, so that gives us a margin of $20, which is pretty good for us. It's decent margins. I like to go and find products $40 to $60 margin, but this is a challenge, so we're gonna do $20. Then we're gonna press save. We're not gonna do anything with the description and stuff because we're gonna be building our page on gem pages. So I'm gonna do the product page run through really fast just because I already have a whole video on how to create a product page. So instead of going through that whole process, I already built a product page out for you guys, and then I'll just tell you guys why it works and my thought process going into it. You guys have to keep in mind that most of your customers will come from mobile. So I'm gonna start off with breaking down the mobile page. The top of the fold is where customers don't have to scroll down. So this is the very first thing people see is the flash sale. So that's offer, social proof, Facebook social proof, your images, your title, your price and offer, so 50% off, sale, urgency, trust factor, and then offers again, and then it goes into the detailed description. So these are just psychological triggers because your customers are already sold at the creative level. That's why they clicked on your ad, right? They have interest, and then your product page is to amplify the interest and do whatever it takes to get them to the checkout, get them to the added cart. People are coming from Facebook most of the time. We have here a Facebook share button with some social proof here directly from Facebook. If it seems over the top or scammy to you, it's probably not to the customer. because they're already sold at the creative level. Unless it's like a product that everyone's running. Not that much stores are running, even though there's a lot of sales and stuff. This is how it works. When people think a product is saturated, they're not gonna go for it. There will be periods of time where no one's selling it just because everyone thinks that that's a saturated product. So the trend for saturated products is really up and down. That's why I like to test old winners too. Hopefully that makes sense. The way I wrote the copy on the website is I just looked at Amazingly Cat, which is one of the big competitors, and they're actually a really big cat store. Then I just looked at Amazon reviews and see which wording people are using, what the pain points were, and just did some deep research into why people usually buy a cat litter mat. I'm also keeping the English level on this product page at a grade 4 to grade 7 level, just because I'm going to be scaling this and testing this on tier 4 countries. So I don't want to be using big words or making sentences really long and confusing. So the way you guys can test that is go to readable.com. On Readable, you're gonna type in your sentence. So you're gonna look to the right here and you're gonna check for the Flesh Kincaid grade level. You wanna keep that at a grade 4. So it's gonna be 4 to grade 7. And then your Flesh Reading Ease is how easy it is to read your sentence. You want that usually high as well. So this is really easy to read and most people will be able to read this, which is perfect. So creating a high converting product page is really important next to your actual ad and creative and product selection. Then after you build a product page, it's creating the ad. For the ad, we don't have that much time, and especially if you're a beginner and you don't know what you're doing, I'd rather just outsource it to a expert, someone that knows how to create high converting ads. So for that, I like to go to Bands of Ads, especially when I'm trying to test fast and I just really need a quality creative. I like to go here. They really upgraded the interface, and I think it's the best interface I've ever seen compared to these other services. Basically, you guys sign up and then they have this whole backend system here. It's very easy. You guys go to video ads, add a cart, and then they have a whole questionnaire process. So we already placed an order for our creative, so it's coming in. All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys an up-to-date Facebook ads testing strategy that I'm literally using right now. So give you guys a quick refresh here. Show you guys this is all real. I'm doing this live for you guys. So 5 of 8,000, nothing big. So now we'll check out our other accounts. I don't usually like showing the Shopify dashboard just because people get big numbers, but this is the thing that gets most people's attention. So now let's just go into our ad account here. This month, quick refresh, $600,000 in revenue, 2.10s, all right. We go to our other account here, give a quick refresh. Give a quick refresh here. $609,000. It's all right. So total we did about $1.2 million this month, which is pretty decent, especially with the whole Q4 and just Black Friday, Christmas, and everything getting in the way. But go to January. This is really good. This is a nice start to the whole New Year's. Anyways, before I ramble more, let's just get right into the strategy. If you guys have done your research on YouTube, you guys probably see tons of Facebook ad strategies. These are the main things you guys need to get down in order to make any of these strategies work. So first thing is you guys need a high converting creative. So you're not reinventing the wheel when you create your creative. You're going to refer back to old winning creatives. You can use AdSpy, and you're going to break down the angle that you're using to sell, the scenes that they're using, and then the copy. And then really when you do your research on how to create a high converting creative, you're learning direct response marketing. So that's something you guys can do your own research on. The second criteria is having a broad appeal product, because we're going to be targeting really big audience sizes. So if you have a really niche product, we're gonna be targeting a smaller audience. So it doesn't need to be a broad appeal product, but all these strategies mention big audience sizes. So we need a broad appeal product. And my strategy is going to be big audience sizes too, just because it's more scalable and that's the type of products I choose. Third thing, we need a high converting product page template, just a cookie cutter product page template. So just so we can take that variable out of the testing phase. Then we'll optimize later with something like Hotjar, so then we can analyze where customers are dropping off when they scroll down our page, what they're clicking, and all that good stuff. Then you guys need a good understanding of offer, and then you guys just need patience. All right, next thing we need to go over, if you're a beginner, if you're not, you can just skip this section, is having the proper columns. Because every time I see people send me over their Facebook ads results so I can analyze and break it down for them, they always have the columns messed up. So I literally don't know what I'm looking at. So head over to your Facebook ads manager, go here to columns, click customize columns. And then you guys see here, just pause the video and it should be exactly these names, okay? So it's gonna be added carts. It's not gonna be like unique added carts, it's gonna be add to cart. And then just pause the video, slow it down and add it onto your guys's. And then click save as preset, name it main. I like to name it funnel breakdown. This is the launch strategy. Super simple, probably the same thing that you guys are seeing from other YouTubers. But the main thing we're trying to do with Facebook is just drive traffic to our website, gain data, let the algorithm learn who our ideal audience is. But I'm basically starting with a CBO campaign, $50 a day to $100 a day. Doesn't have to be a CBO campaign. You guys can do a regular ad set budget campaign if that's more comfortable to you guys. Really doesn't matter, guys. If you are doing a regular ad set campaign, just do $10 a day per ad set, $5 a day, $25 a day, really whatever you're comfortable with. If you're a beginner, I just suggest you do $5 a day and take it slow so then you can learn how to optimize your website, how to optimize your funnel, and just the whole testing phase. We're not gonna cover that in this video just because it's gonna be really lengthy. But then within the campaign, we have 7 ad sets, and in each ad set is 1 ad. So in each ad set, 18 plus or 18 to 45, just really depends on your product. We're just leaving it broad because our product is like broad appeal. Then our countries is United States. And then the placements is auto placements, interest, one interest, magazine, celebrity, product niche, anything related to the product. And then for our gender, we're doing all male or female. It just depends on your niche and your product, right? For a mascara, we're obviously not going to do male. And then the reason why we're doing 1 ad is because we're trying to lift the workload off of the algorithm. So in order to do that, we actually need a really high converting creative. So again, don't reinvent the wheel. So you're going back to previous ads and figuring out what works and then trying to replicate that in your own. So the value proposition has to be really clear and the product should be clear too, just so it can match to the audience way easier. Because if it's not clear, you're gonna have to spend more to show your ad to the right person. Now you guys are scheduling your ad at 4 a.m. And the reason I do 4 a.m. because it helps you push your ad to the top of the newsfeed. It just gives you a better chance of hitting a high quality pocket of audience where we're not expecting to be profitable in the testing phase. But I have a day-by-day breakdown on my channel of what a winning product looks like, what the stats look like on Facebook. So you guys can check that out after this video. All right, so that's part 1 of the case study. I wanna get that out fast for you guys. So I kind of dropped it on the editing at the end, but hopefully I made up with it with the value I gave. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe. Join my Facebook group, and then I have consulting calls now open. Whether you're a beginner or not, I'm open to working with whoever. The link is in the description. The whole thing is to build a portfolio of client testimonials. Then I'll see you guys in the next video.